Castillo de San Marcos, Pirates, National Park Service logo. A corner tower on the Castillo. Alan Arnold, Park Ranger.
So one of the most frequently asked questions we get here at the Castillo is, why here?
An aerial view of the Castillo from the ocean.
Well, the Castillo de San Marcos is built on prime real estate. The reason being is what's just off the coast.
A painting of a Spanish galleon just offshore.
Those Spanish galleons loaded with gold, silver, and spices from South America and the Caribbean left from Havana, Cuba, and made their way up the Gulf Stream.
A hand-drawn map titled Routes of the Galleons from Spain shows the path of the Gulf Stream. Galleons would come from the east, stop in northern South America, or go past Jamaica to Veracruz or to Havana, then follow the Gulf Stream passing St. Augustine back to Spain. Marked on the map, Cartagena, pearls, gold, merchandise. Veracruz, treasures of Mexico, riches from the Philippines and the South Sea. English flags along the coast of the Carolinas with text, "A strong fort would stop this English advance." A pirate flag in the Bahamas.
Now that Gulf Stream is moving at 3 to 5 miles an hour, but it is very narrow along the Bahama Channel. Now that makes it prime territory for pirates. The first pirate attack in St. Augustine was in 1586 by Francis Drake, his 42 ships, and 2,000 men.
A black and white etching of Francis Drake and colored illustrations of the attack.
Now this way outnumbered the Spanish here in St. Augustine, so they did what they could. They buried their cannon and they ran off into the woods.
An illustration of the Spanish retreat from St. Augustine.
But they did so in such a hurry that they forgot about the king's coffer, their treasury, their pay, leaving it behind.
A painting titled Wrath of the Privateers, Sir Francis Drake's Raid on St. Augustine, 1586, by Jackson Walker. Francis leads his men through St. Augustine, burning buildings as they passed.
Now after Drake had done what he wanted to, not finding much in the way of valuables, burning the city, he left St. Augustine. The next pirate attack happened in 1668, and this was Robert Searles. He only came in with about 100 people, but St. Augustine really didn't have the defenses that it needed.
Illustrations of Robert Searle and the 1668 attack on St. Augustine.
So Robert Searle, after having his way with the city, had left it almost untouched. After these pirate attacks and several other attempts, St. Augustine realized the need for a strong masonry fortification.
A painting of the construction of the Castillo. Men create brick, scaffolding spans the side walls, and an ox cart hauls stone. An overhead view of the completed Castillo.
After the 1702 siege, St. Augustine's defenses would be upgraded. The Kubo line, a wall protecting the north of St. Augustine, would be built out of palm logs and would have a small ditch. Another wall would be built along the San Sebastian River, and that would protect the western side of the city.
A hand-drawn black and white map of the Castillo shows the ditches along the right, the Matanzas Bay at the bottom, and the San Sebastian River along the top.
The next defensive feature of the Castillo would be the glacis, a gently sloping hill surrounding the fort. Now this hill does several different things. It keeps the base of the walls out of the line of fire. It also provides cover and concealment for Spanish troops maneuvering around outside of the fort.
Photographs of the glacis surrounding the fort.
If you've made it this far, the next thing you have to deal with is the moat. Now, unlike many of the other moats you may see, ours is meant to be dry.
A view of the Castillo's sunken dry moat surrounding the fort.
You would think that being up against the walls of the Castillo would give you some sort of cover, but it doesn't. The Spanish thought about that, and the shape of this fort means no blind spots.
An overhead view of the Castillo shows its square shape and inner courtyard. Diamond-shaped extensions protrude from each corner of the square.
Once all these individual defenses were brought together, the Presidio of St. Augustine never fell.
For more information, visit www.nps.gov/casa, facebook.com/Castillo NPS, National Park Service logo, St. Johns County Tourist Development Council logo, culture around every corner, St. Augustine and Ponte Vedra, culture around every corner logo, a service of the St. John's Cultural Council.